All right, good. Good morning. Let's go ahead. We'll get started in a child's pose. So let's bring those toes together. Knees can come a little bit wider. Let's bring those hips to the heels. Slide those hands forward and then just rest that head down. Just starting to breathe in and out through the nose. That big expansion of that rib cage on that inhale. We exhale that breath out. Think about bringing that chest down towards the mat a little bit more. Big breath in, big expansion of the ribs. Exhale, soften that chest down towards the mat. Just a couple more times on your own. And then let's lift up. Walk those hands over to that right side. And walking those hands off the mat. You can rest that head down. Big reach through that left arm. And we'll come to center. And then we'll go over to that left side. Big reach to that right arm. Press the hips back to that heel. Then we'll walk it back to center. Come onto those hands and knees. So tabletop position. Let's inhale, drop that belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift and round. Let's bring it to neutral. We're going to send that right leg back, flex that foot, point those toes down, draw that belly up and in. Left arm reaches forward. Exhale, curl and draw that elbow to the knee. So squeeze it together. Inhale, reach it back out. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, it back out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Let's do it 2 more times. Curl and reach and curl and reach. Lower that hand. Lower the knee. Other side. Left leg back. Right arm is reaching forward. Exhale, curl it and squeeze. Inhale, send it out long. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Curl and reach. Curl and reach. Last one. Curl it in. Reach it back out and lower that hand. Lower that knee down. Let's step those feet back to our plank, and then we'll lift those hips up into that downward facing dog. Just stretching out through ankles, calves, hamstrings. And then we'll inhale on those toes. Bend those knees, stepping those feet up to the top of the mat. Let's slide the hands up to the shins for that half lift. And then we'll slide those hands back down as we fold. A little more rounding through that spine. Let that head hang heavy. Again, if there's any pain in that low back, you maybe bring those hands to the shins. They take some of that pressure off the back, and maybe you shift some more weight into those heels. And then slide those hands back down. Let the head hang. Bend into those knees. Let's rise back up. Did you guys just lose me? Let me try this with my headphones. And then exhale, bring those. Reach those arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, plant those hands. Step it back to our plank. Give me 1 second. Reconnect my headphones. So we're in that plank position. Lower on down. Sorry, I had a little bit of a plank there. Inhale, lift that chest up so that cobra, or maybe press up to that up dog. And then exhale, sitting those hips up and back, downward facing dog. And we'll inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Slide the hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up. Interlacing those, let's slide that right hand down. Left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale it to the other side. Inhale, bring it up nice and tall. Then exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale those hands down. Step it on back to our plank. Lower. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. One more breath. Then inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Side bend to the right. Inhale it back up to the left. Inhale it back up. Flat back as we fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step those feet back. Lower. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips to the sky, down dog. Let's move that one more time. Let's come onto the toes. Step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift and fold. Rise up. Side bend to the right. Inhale it up tall. To the left. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. Let's add a little twist now. So we'll bend into that right knee. Left arm reaches up. And down. To the other side. Bending into that left knee. Right arm reaches up. And down. Plant those hands. Step it back. Lower. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips back to that child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Now this time, just flip those palms to point up. Okay, keep relaxing that chest down towards the mat. Okay, then flip those palms back over. Come back onto those hands and knees. Step it back to our plank. Hold this plank for a few breaths. If you need to lower down onto the knees during this plank or do this next portion here, you have that option. So draw that belly up and in, chest pulls forward, shoulder blades are pressing away. Now just lift that right leg up and down. Left leg lifts and down. Here we go to the right, down, left, down, right, down, left, down. One more each side, right, down, left, down, hold, and hips up, down dog. And then we'll inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet up top of the mat. Bring those big toes together to touch. We'll find that half lift and fold. So inhale, rise to standing, reach up tall. Exhale, sink those hips down to our chair. Sit really, really low in our chair. Relax those shoulders down, belly stays nice and tight. And then we'll bring the hands to heart center. Twist it over to that right side, hips down, chest lifts as we twist. Bring it back to center, twist it to the other side. And bring it back to center. Reach those arms up and straighten the legs as we fold. And lengthen out. And plant those hands. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's inhale that right leg up. Curl that knee and stepping that foot through. Let's ground down through that back heel. Inhaling those arms up. Square those hips off. So press into that back heel. Now let's add that twist here. Left hand's gonna reach forward, right arm reaches back. Stay really strong through that back leg. Press into that back heel. Then let's try to reverse it. Lift that left hand up, right hand reaches for that back hamstring. Bend into that right knee, maybe a little bit more. We'll bring both arms up, straighten that front leg, square those hips off to the front of the mat, then reach the hands forward, hands down to the shins. And rebend into that knee, reaching those arms up. Lower the hands down, send it back to our plank. Lower, inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. And we'll inhale that left leg up. Curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Back heel lowers down. Inhale, reach those arms up. Square the hips. Core tight. Now we're going to twist. Right hand reaches forward. Left arm reaches back. Now let's reverse it. Reach that right arm up. The left hand starts to reach for that hamstring. Bend into that left knee, maybe a little bit more. But keep this back leg really, really strong, pressing into that heel. Inhaling both arms up. Straighten that front leg as we reach the hands forward first. Then hands can lower down. And then rebend into that knee. Arms reach up. And lower those hands down. Step it back. Vinyasa. But exhaling it up, down dog. Now let's inhale on the toes. Bend those knees. Step those feet top of that. Toes together. Inhale that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise. Exhale, sink those hips down to that chair. Bring those hands to heart center. Twist it to the right. Center to the left. Center, reaching those arms up. Straighten those legs as we fold. Half lift. And plant the hands. Step it back. Vinyasa. Exhaling hips to the sky. Down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Curl that knee and step that foot through. Back heel lowers down. Inhaling those arms up. And twist, left hand reaches forward. Right arm reaches back. And then we'll reverse it. Left arm up. Right hand reaches down that back leg. Inhale, both arms back up. Straighten that front leg as we fold. Nice flat back. Think these hips right here, the hip bones are nice and level. Let's rebend into that knee. Reach those arms up. Stretching out through those shoulders. Now we'll draw the elbows down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Open up through that chest. Bend into that front knee a little bit more. And we'll release those arms up. Hands lower down to the mat. Send it back to our plank. And down. Inhale, lift. And hips to the sky, down dog. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Back heel lowers. Inhale those arms up. Let's twist. Right hand forward. Left arm reaches back. Reverse it. Inhaling those arms up. Straighten that leg as we fold. And then we'll rebend into that knee. Reach those arms up. Just draw those elbows down again. Interlace those fingers. Open up that chest. Holding it here. And we'll release those arms up. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank. And vinyasa. Exhaling hips to the sky. Down dog. Let's do that one more time. And we'll come onto the toes. Step or hop those feet, top of the mat. Toes together, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink the hips down into our chair. Hands to heart center. Twist it to the right. Center to the left. Center, reach the arms up. Straighten the legs as we fold. Plant the hands. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee and step that foot through. Back heel down. Inhale the arms up. Twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. And reverse it. Inhale the arms up. Straighten that front leg as we fold. Rebend into that knee. Reaching those arms up. Interlacing the fingers behind the back. Lift that chest on that inhale. And exhale, fold it forward. And release those hands. Rise back up. And hands lower down. Stepping it back. Vinyasa. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Curl that knee and step that foot through. Back heel down. Inhaling, arms up. Twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Arm reaches up, right arm reaches up. Then inhale, both arms up, straighten that front leg, fold. Then we'll rebend into that knee, reach those arms up. Interlace those fingers. Big chest inhale and exhale, fold. And release those hands, rise back up. Hands lower down. Step it back to plank. And vinyasa. And exhaling those hips back to that child's pose. Now in the child's pose, you can do palms down, you can do palms up, whichever feels better for you. Maybe you want that stretch to the upper back, a little more stretch the upper back and the shoulders. Maybe you do palms up. If you want something more relaxing, just do palms down. Let's come on to hands and knees. Step back to plank and down dog. Step that right foot outside that right hand. Back knee lowers down. Let's twist, reaching that right arm up. Lower that hand down. Straighten that front leg. Pull those toes back, half splits. Then we'll rebend into that knee. You'll keep both hands down onto the mat this time. Lowering, bending those elbows. Start to lower the forearms down. Pull those elbows back as that chest pulls forward and up. Nice flat spine. Then we'll come back to those hands. Step it back down, dog. Other side, left foot steps outside that left hand, back knee down. Twisting, reaching that left arm up. We'll lower that hand down, straighten that front leg, pull those toes back. And then rebend into that knee. Start to bend those elbows, lower onto the forearms if it's accessible. Again, we want to keep that back flat, lengthening through the spine. If we're having a hard time doing that on those forearms, just come back to those hands. And come back to those hands. Let's send it back to our down dog. Breath or two here. Big, big stretch, hips up, heels down. Slight flexion of those quads, so the front of those legs. And then lower those knees down. Come to that seat. Close down those eyes. Let's just take a few moments. Focus on that breath. Sitting tall, relaxing those shoulders down just to close out this practice. And filling those lungs, sitting up a little taller on that inhale. Exhaling all of that breath out. Feel like we're relaxing into the mat, but also still keeping that nice tall spine. All right, blinking those eyes open. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all back on Monday.